Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is
Vator Games.
Check. 1 2 1 2. Vator Games in the building. You know what it is. Let me take this off screen. Let me switch this out. Let's go. First things first. My peoples come first. My people, those that are here, those that are no longer here, always thought of and remembered. I'm Vator Games. This is a match reaction, a live match reaction, live match reaction to the Real Madrid versus Manchester City UCL match. Listen, we're about to get into it now. Where do I got my water right here. I got my notes. Let's get this popping. First, listen, you're in the building. Thank you so very much. Hit that like button. On top of that, if you're new, subscribe. If you want to be part of the show, be in the comments. I'm going to do my best. To bring the comments to the screen. You see the background's different. This is UCL. This is the UCL press conference. This is what we got. Normally you see the EPL Manchester City press conference from behind. But we got to do this. Now, let me shout out the very first in the building to show love. Because I know they got their notifications on. To be in the comments first, you got to have notifications on. You got to be, listen, I see the video, notify me. I'm hitting with the comments, I'm hitting with the likes. And very first in the building is Dre P. Respect, Dre P. Respect. He goes, well, Vader, if City lose to this Real Madrid lineup, they don't deserve an automatic qualification. Obviously, he had posted that before the game played out. Dre P, I appreciate that. And my man goes on to say, game done. Mission accomplished. We did it. And was that stressful? We're going to get into the game. Let me shout out my people in the building early. Clutch in the building. Big up, Vader. Listen, talking to Dre P. We got this. Who else is in here? We did it. Clutch, we did it, man. We did it. Sam. Woo! I'm saying we got the win. Most important, we got the win. Now, if you remember what I did on 115, one question, 15 minutes, why the UCL, UEFA always want to put City together, I talked about our record versus Real Madrid, right? 4 wins, 5 draws, and 5 wins for Real Madrid. Now, even Steven, 5 wins City, 5 draws, 5 wins Real Madrid. What a battle. What a rivalry. What a rivalry. When we look at things, when we look at players that could have gone where, when we look at all of the backgrounds, all of the narratives, all of the stories, absolutely incredible. Clutch goes, my prediction was closest. 3-2 is like a... Clutch, no, your prediction is not the closest. It's not the closest. I think Rose in the building, I think she said 2-1. I said 3-1, and the third was going to be a nervy one, like we were going to get it late. We didn't get that third one. We could have gotten that third one, but listen, the prediction, who cares now? We got the win is most important. Sam, it goes, it was 12-11. That freaking ref. I hate playing at the Bernabeu. I hate playing Real Madrid. It's never calm. I see new names in the building. Good looking out. Much respect. Thank you so much. Dre P goes, Clutch. Speaking of Clutch, as Pep says, make such a good game so the referee doesn't matter. Play to your level. Play and not make the ref have to have an impact in the game. Have to be considered in it. I'm going to keep this show nice and clean as best as I can. Yo! Listen, M in the building. He goes, that first minute penalty almost killed. Do you know what? The way we were so nervy, I get it. We want to hold possession. We want to, even under pressure, we want to make the right decision. We want to keep it, right? We want to play amongst each other. But we were just inviting too much. And early in the game, please, City, early in the game, the ref's going to hold that whistle. The ref's not going to want to call maybe something that is a foul or maybe a little too much. We can't afford to play like that, especially so close to our end, our 18-yard box. I agree. How we started that game was way too chill. I didn't like it. At all. Dre P, we played well till the second half, but our players were tired. I'm gonna speak about that too. I'm gonna speak about the fatigue. I'm gonna speak about the subs. I'm gonna speak about our entire performance. I see my man Zane in the building. He goes, "Yeah, Vader. I'll be honest. That Brazilian crybaby thought he deserved a Ballon d'Or." Real Madrid and how they operate when things don't go their way is absolutely disgusting. It's spoiled. It's like we're not equal to you. Like when they learn that they're not going to be receiving or winning the reward, you know what kind of whining and unsportsmanlike and not respecting your peers type attitude they give. It's gross. You remember the time? I just remember when they didn't want to show up because they weren't going to win it and it was going to be Rodri's. It's crazy. Vader, YouTube hardly gives notifications now, but I keep checking your channel. Listen, Dre P, you're a real one for that. You're a real one for that because I know. Listen, I know the notifications are so iffy. I know that they're not consistent to tune in and to check me. And this is why I want to be on the regular. I want to be regular with how I post. You guys can expect, listen, Vader, if you don't see him Monday, you're going to see him Tuesday. If you don't see him, if you see me Monday, most chances you're going to see me Wednesday. If you don't see me Tuesday, if you see me Tuesday, you're going to see me Thursday. I just want to be consistent. Going every day is a little difficult with regards to the channel and scheduling. But even every other day, I think that probably does the best for you guys. Because if you catch me, you got the next day to see what I did, and then I'm live, and then you catch me, and we can kind of have balance. When it's day to day, I think when it's day to day, you kind of ignore the last video to just be part of the recent one, and I don't want that. I want us all to stay up to speed with what's going on. 12-man Madrid, no surprises there. Bands, no surprises there. I say bands, banda, no surprises there. We fourth now. Is it? Oh, let's check that. Let me check that. Okay, hold on. Let me refresh that. Oh, we fourth. So 18 points. Arsenal won today. No surprises there, right? They were playing Bruges. No surprises. Arsenal won. Bayern up there playing excellent as well. PSG, what a difference a year makes, right? PSG third. We're right there. Similar on points. They have a better goal differential than us. Yeah, but we're at 13. Atalanta are at 13 as well. This was a key win, important win. So we know now what the win means, because not to say that we can relax, but we got 2 other games to play. I think we can be confident in a win and a draw. I think we can be confident in maybe putting that out there. I think that's pretty confident. Clutch reminding everybody 5, 5, and 5. 5 wins, 5 draws, and obviously 5 losses. Same goes for Real Madrid. Even Steven. Listen, the quality over there, the rivalry that we've established. Great. I know why the UEFA put this together every time. Pep redeemed himself. All right. That's fair. Pep redeemed himself. I'm not mad at that. Sam saying it should have been 4-1. Nick in the building, he goes, hey, 3 big 3 points. Big 3 points in this. And my gal, I shut things down when my gal is, I got to catch up with the comments. So when I catch up with the comments and there's a stop, there's a little bit of break, you know what I mean? Let me shout out my gal. Rose is in the building. She goes, hey, Vader. Yeah. Love me some Manchester City. Listen, I think we all should have been confident going into that game. We all should have been. Listen, the form that we've shown as of late, Pep and the instructions that he's giving the players, how we've been playing, we should have been confident. Especially, let's be real, Real Madrid weren't at full strength. Real Madrid at full strength, I'm going to be honest with you, it's a different outcome. Because we are... You know what? We got to talk about the game. Let me put a star right there. I'm going to try to do my best to keep up with the comments and bring them forward here and there. Trevor in the building. I see you. Good looking out. I see you. Nico O'Reilly. Very good game. And, okay, let's get into it. Now, we played... I thought we were up for it. I thought how we were moving the ball around. I was already prepared for 1,000 passes. Everybody want to say 1,000 passes to nothing or with no threat. I'm okay with it. I know early within the game, we're going to figure out how they set it up. Are they setting up 4-4-2? How are they defending us? Are they going to be pressing us early? Are they going to be falling back? Let's see it. Calm. Let's realize what we're doing. I'm okay with it. Also, the starting 11, I was like, boom. Like Dre P said early, that starting 11, we all have confidence in it. Do we want to question maybe a drop here? Would we have said no Bernardo Silva, Reinders, or vice versa? No, I think we had the team that we wanted. All right, so I don't want any crying. There should have been no crying within the group chats, nothing like that. The one thing we have to note, though, and this is when we look at our club and we say there's a level that we still need to get to because the rotation isn't there. I know we saw rotation the last time we played in the Champions League, but in terms of rotation and strength, we've got no proper backup for Nico G. We're kind of like in the same problem. I mean, because Rodri's not available, but we're in the same problem when we did have Rodri available. There's no true six to help. We also are looking at our options defensively. We need to see more from Kosinov if he's going to be our right back option. I don't think Rico Lewis is there. And then Ait Nori, I think he's going to be fine, just needs to get the speed. But there's players that obviously Pep trusts, and he's playing them. He's got to play them again because we needed this result. When we now think on how many games in a row these players have played, with the exception of maybe a Bernardo and Reinders, the kilometers are adding up. The kilometers are adding up. And not only is there physical fatigue, there's mental fatigue. But we were up for this game, and we had to be. We know the importance. Going to the Bernabeu, every player wants to have their best game. And I thought that we played well. I thought that the goal that we gave up, however, and of course we had to give it up to freaking Rodrigo. I was talking so bad about him. Like, his mentality is just happy to be there. Like, he hasn't pushed Vinny or Mbappe out in terms of like him getting that start over there. And this guy, obviously Mbappe hurt, Rodrigo on that right wing. His goal was very consistent with how they were hurting us all game, though. We knew that they were going to try to absorb, soak up as much pressure they can and hit us on the counter, but how quick they were going to move. And I'm going to say this, not only as I'm talking about Rodrigo, Vinny, I think Vinny's quality soared really poorly late in the game, but Vinny and that pace could have hurt us really bad. If that was Mbappe, I think that's a different story. But I have to say this. There's a lot of dislike with regards to Jude, maybe how he presents himself. But as a player, as he is tireless with how he is involved in the game and how he was getting past players even late in the 70th, 80th minute, his quality's there. Is he the smoothest player? No, but the fact that he doesn't tire, or he does tire, but he still fights through it, he was causing us problems. But their front three, impressive. The goal that we gave up, I hated it, and we could have given up others. Sorry. We could have given up others, but the defense and the response from them, always trying to get in front of a shot, always, even though there were some lazy tackles, but they were so sound. And if I'm going to appoint any type of blame, it's unfortunate. Bernardo Silva got bullied, got shielded off the ball. Okay? Got shielded off the ball. Even though you give up the ball that deep in there, and it's not your fault on how it counters, but he did lose that possession. Now, I'm gonna tell you this. I think Nico O'Reilly lost contact with Rodrigo. Rodrigo's tremendous pace, and I think he gave up a little too much. He gave him too much of a cushion, and he had too clear of a path. And Donnarumma could have done better on that shot. And I hate the fact that Rodrigo scored, but that goal was like, damn it. Because then, man, we know they're just going to continue to just defend and counter. We know that that's what they're going to do. But as much as we can say that Nico O'Reilly was at fault with being a little too lax defensively, too much space giving to Rodrigo running downhill on him, Nico O'Reilly responds. Nico O'Reilly doesn't put his head down. Nico Raleigh doesn't say this moment's too big for me. He's still locked in. He's still persistent in doing his role, doing his job. And the quote unquote rebound goal or that scramble to score the goal, so happy for him. So happy for him. We've got so many academy players, from Rico Lewis to now O'Reilly, and even before that, I mean, we know Foden's been scoring. And I want to say McAtee last year in the UCL. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think our academy players are getting to shine in the UCL, and it's so great to see. I'm so happy. I'm so happy for Nico. I think his confidence should get up there. Now, fatigue hit a lot of them. Fatigue hit a lot of us, but before fatigue kicked in and we got the draw, we got the 1-1 all evened up, we were still causing problems. We were still attacking, right? And we were still attacking, and to be in that mode, in that attack mode, was why we were rewarded with that pen. Us being in attack mode is exactly why we got rewarded with that pen. And I'm going to tell you this right now. I know I'm falling behind on the comments. I'm going to tell you this right now. I had no doubt. There was no doubt in Haaland scoring. You saw what you saw. Okay, so let's rewind a little bit. Let's rewind this a little bit. Because when Haaland missed his last pen, I think he rushed it. Right? I think he rushed it, and the keeper keeper kind of faked one way. Haaland scored. Haaland shot. Keeper faked one way, went the other, and Haaland quickly took the shot to go where he faked or didn't fake to go. Right? He's like, okay, he's out of position. Let me try to catch it. He went too quickly. In this one, you notice Haaland's technique. Subscribe, people. Listen out to my man at FCFC. He took his time. That little Heza, right? He walked up, little Heza, and then he kicked it. Oh, he's left-footed. My bad, because I did that with my right. But that was absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. These players learning from past mistakes is why I have so much confidence in them. It is also why I'm like, chill. Let's relax. Fans, let's relax. Don't say that this mistake is now why the rest of the season, 38 weeks from now, they're going to be the same player. I'm gonna use that same thinking when I talk about Savinho later in this. But I absolutely loved our response. Our response to this is Real Madrid in a Bernabeu. We didn't quite have the start that we wanted, but we tied it up and we went and took the lead. And we looked to even be in a position to score more goals. Let me try to catch up with these comments. Ack in the building, he's saying Pep masterclass today. Pep was stressed on that sideline. Pep was stressed on that sideline. Pep was saying, come on, give me a few more 1-2s. Not a few too many just kick it longs. He's like, no, hey, let's work this space, create these angles. Still, I thought that there was we showed a little bit of panic, but Pep was dialed in. Pep was comfortable not like to not have the ball at times. And I think we got to give credit to the addition of Pep Linders, and also defensively, because again, I was hoping for a 3-1, and I thought that third goal was going to be a KG late one. So 2-1 was closer to what I was thinking, because I thought we were going to get a late one. But the defense, Kolo Toure, listen, keep doing your thing. This is only year one. I think we get better. And Pep Linders, with regards to, we took moments to attack, to counter, and we looked very threatening on the counter. And then when it wasn't there, we were able to recycle it, hold possession, and try to find spots. I thought we were really good. Let me try to catch up with these comments. Ack is buzzing. Listen, me too. Nico deserves his flowers 100%. Haaland, again, it's not going to show up. But his fight today with Rudiger in particular, but the defense, on point. These players deserve their flowers. And Doku, man, this is the thing. Doku still needs to get better, but you can see when he has the ball and when these guys play together more often, they're gonna, okay, I'm gonna beat this guy and now I'm looking up, or I'm not gonna beat this guy, let me recycle and then look for a 1-2, look for a give and go. That we are gonna be so good, and even the connection between Doku and Haaland is getting so much better. Foden had a good game. I think that's going to be underrated. Not many people are going to talk about it. Shirky, quality again. The game, slows down. The game slows like, like how that slow-mo in the Matrix? The game slows down for Shirky this way. He is so on point, and here's where we got to find a balance. I don't know if we need more workers around him, or he's got to say, you know what, and maybe it doesn't happen this season, but he's got to get his fitness up. Because, yeah, the intensity kind of wanes a little bit. A little bit, but we'll fix that up. What a freaking win. What a must win. Let me try to catch up with you guys. The next two games are against Bodo Glimt, and let's get the win. Our next game. Let's get. Where does that sandwich? You know what? Let me take the time. Instead of doing this as a press conference when I should be just talking about the game, going through point by point. Let me pull up our schedule real quick because we got to see this. Let me see what's happening with City, because where does the next set of UCL games fall when we play those guys? Because we got some UCL games to play, right? All right, so we play them in the new year. Our next UCL game is in the new year. So we got, oh my gosh. Damn it. Okay. So we play United on the 17th of Jan. 3 days later, we're going away to Bodo Glimt. And then 4 days later, we're at home versus Wolves. We need that freaking win. That's a tough run. That is a tough run. We're going to need that. Yeah, we're going to need that win. 100%. Very doable. Sam in the building. We held on. Win. Mentality. Hope we keep up the momentum and improve. We got a tough game next, but before I get into the tough game, I want to stress this. Pep's subs, I'm calm with. I'm calm with the subs. Right? I think at that point in the game, to also know that we've got an important game on the weekend, right? We have an important game on Sunday. Pep subs, I'm actually very okay with, and also I want us to recognize that. Think about Pep trusting in those players. Think about the trust that he showed with making those subs when he did. Let me look at my notes real quick to remember. Oh, what a freaking game! What a great game. So Pep made the sub in the 70th minute. So Marmoush on for Holland. Many have asked and complained about that in past games. He did it, trusting in Marmoush. Okay, and Marmoush had a good cameo. I think he deserves more playing time. But when you see how well Doku's playing, but Marmoush was good. Reiner's on for Foden. I thought Reiner's had that little flick that kind of. Marmoush just didn't quite get there, but even the movement that we were seeing from Reiner's, I think he went with a byline, kind of came across the 18-yard box. It was really good. He looked good as well. Now, I already heard chat, guys, girls. I could already hear. I turn off my group chat notifications because there is so much negativity. There's so much negativity, and I also don't know where their feeds are, right? I don't know if anyone's seeing the game before me. But there was so much, when I looked into it, there's so much negativity, and I could already hear it. Savinho, why is he getting on that pitch? Pep is going to, if I hear anyone want to use the Pep didn't show this level of confidence or opportunity for any past players, that's a damn lie. Pep gives you a chance to show. Can you hack it? Do you have the ability? Are you, me challenging you, are you up for it? I think Savinho's cameo as well. I talked about Reiner's. I talked about Marmoush. I think Savinho was good as well. And I call him Savinho, not Savio. Savinho. He's gonna learn. He's gonna learn, and he needs to have lunch, sit down with Shirky, Austin, and Foden, figure out how to get that right timing with regards to the game, because his control was phenomenal. His technique, his ability, you can't question. What I want to see Savinho improve on, hey, you got to get under that weight, that power rack. You got to improve on that leg strength. I'd like to see him a little more sturdy, but his touch of the ball, his movement, the way he was gliding past, the way he was actually teasing to go outside and cut inside. It was all great. When you do that, though, Savinho, you got to pick the right time. We were trying to hold off Real Madrid. We were trying to hold out this game, and you didn't need to keep attacking. You got to the 18-yard box, and you took a shot. I was yelling. I was like, no, that's not the time to do it. You got to hold possession. And I'm trying to remember the game that he did that in, because he's done it before. Games like that, you got to go to the corner flag. Dance with it. Wait for a teammate. Kick the ball around. They're tired too. You got to understand. Real Madrid are tired too. You just got subbed on. Let the ball work. I thought he missed that. I thought that was unfortunate. And then, that final sub to bring off Doku and bring on Ake made complete sense. Like, listen, we're not messing around. That was at the 87th minute. We realized that there was 4 extra time. Anyone that says we don't defend, Pep was in defend mode. I thought we managed that game well. Whoever said it in the chat, apology. You said Pep masterclass. I'm in agreement. Listen, this was one of those where it's like, Zabby, you ain't beating us today. You ain't beating us today. My gal says, Vator, can you see us doing amazing things this season? I'm so excited for what's to come. I'm not trying to get my mind there yet, just Rose. I think we have the ability to. I think even how we're currently constructed, we can. I think we can. I'm just not letting myself get there yet. Not yet. What did you guys think of the kits, real quick? I'm really liking the kit. And when Rose asked me about this being a special season, if this happens to be that type of season, I gotta get it. I gotta get that kit. MFC in the building. He goes, Nico O'Reilly and Mateus Nunes have stepped foot into the Bernabeu for the first time. Is that? No. Mateus played last year, didn't he? Okay, but the first time in a City fullback, and that's true. They're both midfielders playing left back, right back. Crazy. If I were to be critical, and MCFC, I see what you're saying, and I praise him too. What an incredible, difficult assignment. Both of them had tough assignments, but Vinny will make your day long. And I have to admit, when it was, even when back in the day, when it was Walker, I was still also stressed, but Walker was phenomenal. Walker healthy? Oh, he would shut Vinny down, no problem. But they both performed really well. O'Reilly made up for what I thought was a little soft of defending, resulting in the first goal. But these guys are clutch. Savinho was decent today. No need for unnecessary hate. I agree. I don't think the hate should be there. It was too short of a cameo. Was there moments of him playing that you could say, listen, you got to fix up here. Here's something to recognize next time around? Absolutely. Let me try to catch up with y'all. This kit is one of my favorites. Not overly keen on the on the squiggles, but the green collar, it pops. And the thing is, you know how you can get like the replica version, or you can get like a player version. I think the player version might be nicer because it'll be closer around the neck and the shoulders. You know what I mean? I think it might be a nicer look. All right, let me see. I wanted to pull this up too with regards to the game, just to let me add to my match reaction. You know what I mean? So from a team stat standpoint, and next time I'm gonna have this by goals. I'll say like by the first goal. Here's and actually, where can I do that? Nah, I won't do that right now. But I'm gonna say this. End of the 90, they had 17 shots. We had 11. Okay? They had 17 shots. We had 11. But here's where you got to go into the details and you got to look at it. And this is why I'm praising our defense. And this is why I'm leaning, Rose, I'm leaning more with you with regards to like a special season. But they only had 2 shots on target. Now, I was nervy. I was stressing. I know you guys were stressing as well. They had 2 shots on target. We had 7. I think our attack travels really well. I think we can put a lot of teams under some tremendous pressure. And let's try and find a rotation, because I don't think we can lean on this same back four defensively game after game after game, because I think teams are going to look to chase us or try to catch us late in games. Like by the hour mark, I think we're probably going to get the best effort from many teams. So we got to be very cautious of that. Possession wise, we normally dominate possession. We had 54 to obviously they're 46. Passes crushed it again. Almost, I mean, we had 400 passes, 409 exactly, and they had 384. Now, the pass accuracy is where I'm like, ooh, we had 88 pass accuracy. We're usually cleaner than that. And if we're not cleaner than that, we also don't allow the team to have similar. They had 88%. So I think it was one of those games where it was really two teams really balanced in this one. What Real Madrid are going to be healthy? Yikes. And I don't know what it is. I think there's still more for us to get to, because this wasn't the strongest Real Madrid. So there's room for criticism. There's room for the manager and the coaching staff to be like, guys, you guys need to fix up. I think Real Madrid should add way more than just 3 yellows, in my opinion. I think Rudiger was lucky to stay on that pitch. That late foul against Savinho, I believe, that late foul should have been his second yellow. And I gotta say, I don't know what Bernardo was doing with that free kick. Like that, Savinho won us that really, I think, just outside the 18-yard box, but deep, right? I don't know what Bernardo was doing. It seems such of a waste possession, but you know what it is. And then corners, we had 3, they had 3. Now, I'm taking this win and I'm running with it. Please, best believe, I'm taking this win and running with it. This kit, you don't like? It's growing on me. I can't lie, it's growing on me. LOL, Rose. Somebody gotta tweet it. Gotta tweet what? What did I miss? Oh, I agree with you. The shortest 90 minutes. The 4 minutes of extra time. I think it ended up getting to like 5-ish. I was stressed. I can't lie. Lee, was that a stress second half or was that a stress 90 minutes? Because even though we took the 2-1 lead, I was stressing out. And this is what I did. Okay, hear me out. I've got the game on a TV. Okay, I've got the game on the phone. So I'm watching, but then I've got to. It's in the middle of the workday, right? So it's in the middle of the workday. I gotta see what's happening computer wise, and then sometimes I gotta get up, replenish. Gotta stay hydrated, replenish. So I'm able to just walk around and still keep the game involved. I was stressed the entire time. First half, second half. Blue in the building. The real beauty is that we have played Madrid so much in the Champions League that their stadium doesn't faze us. And you know what? That's a very good positive. It's a very good positive. And there's probably the effect that not all of us are privy to, but even the traveling fans are probably like, oh, I got this. Oh, yeah, Bernabeu, oh, I like to stay at this hotel, and this is the route, this is where you want to stay, this is where it's a good place to eat. Yeah, I think we're getting really familiar with it. I wish that third goal scored as well. I wish we had that third goal. If we had that third goal, I think the singing from the traveling fans would have been out there. There was still a little nerviness. You can feel it. You can feel the tension. I like the away kit we wore tonight. But the rain kit, the gray kit, trash. Even the kit for the Club World Cup I like as well. And I think there was it this year? Was it the Dragon? Was that this year? All white, some like little black. Was that this year for that kit? I think it was Year of the Dragon kit. But we've had some nice ones. I'm not a fan of the gray. It's trash. Madrid fans say 90 minutes at the Bernabeu is long, but didn't feel long to me. I wish someone. Oh, I got you. I got you. I like that. Now, I did this last time. I'm not sure if it helped. All right. Let me know in the chat if this helped. But what I ended up doing was dropping the link to the next vid that I'm going to do. But the next vid I think I'm going to have in the middle of this one. But at least if I provide this link in the chat, y'all can click on it and know, because I got to do a match reaction. I hope you're enjoying this first and foremost. I hope you're enjoying the match reactions. I'm trying to do that fresh in mind, the excitement, the like, thank goodness we got that win. I'm not even going to talk too much about Real Madrid because I dislike them just because I feel like so many things have gone against us referee-wise and some terrible calls. But the matchup, the fight, I absolutely adore. What I had to speak on City, I'm really glad for. Now, the one thing that I'm going to say before I kind of shut things down, but I want to tell you, we've been running the same 11, 12 players for a while now. I'm not saying that it's going to catch up to us, but I think we should expect as fans that Pep is going to put in a different wrinkle. Pep is going to have to start playing different players. So let's be supportive when he does. All right, let's not lose our minds when Pep decides to give Nico G a break and he maybe does a double pivot again. All right, let's not lose our minds here. Now, we play Crystal Palace next. Is that right? We play Crystal Palace after this one away. So we're going to deal with that. That's 4 days from now. We got to play them. Important game. We're just going to chalk it up. Arsenal are winning. They're playing Wolves. We're going to need that important game. And then after that, we got the quarterfinal for the League Cup midweek next week. So I'm going to say maybe we see... I don't think we can see the same 11. Maybe we see the same 11. And then we see like a lot of rotation in the League Cup. But we're not playing no bums. Crystal Palace aren't bums. We're playing Brentford. They're not bums either. Like, I don't know how he does it, but this is going to be a tough run. I'm so thankful for this win versus Real Madrid. What a performance from our players. Hopefully, guys, get on that plane, ice, rest, massage, relax, get back, walk through practice on, what's today? Wednesday. So walk through practice on Friday. Kicking some ball around. Tactics are probably going to be explained on Saturday, and then we play Crystal Palace on Sunday, traveling again. So it's nonstop. We know that these players are robots. We got to be patient with what Pep's going to do. He's gonna have to show some rotation. He's going to have to do something different, and maybe it's going to be early subs within a game that we might not agree with, but he's got to save these players. It's going to be nuts. Dre P goes facts, Vator. The squad is the squad. Got to rotate and support the players 100%. We may not know why he's doing it, but when he does it, let's support these guys. Let's back them. Palace game will be similar to this game. I think so too. Miguel says, what's Miguel saying? Vader, I wasn't stressed even after conceding because I saw us winning. I like this. Rose on a watch along would probably be really soothing, right? Like even during the stressful moments, Rose would be like, calm down, easy. I think Rose, I think you'd be really good for that. I'm trying to have that same calmness, but I was stressed. I got a few more. I can't lie. I got a few more. Blue goes, I agree, Vader. A third would have set the haters into the madness vortex. That's true. They would have switched off. They would have turned into what other games were happening at the time. But I haven't looked at the scores either. I think ours was what's going to happen? Like all eyes were probably on this game, right? What's going to happen in the Real Madrid City game? Now, listen, these match reactions, I'm trying to be, you guys are amazing. You guys are amazing because I'm in my head thinking, I should talk 20 minutes max, out of here. How we interact, I'm like, oh, let's keep the vibe. Let's keep talking. But I also know that sometimes when you guys tune in, you want quick and concise. But you're going to catch me again. We're going to be talking more football. We're going to talk more Manchester City. I'm going to gather my thoughts better. I'm going to look back at this game, maybe rewatch the extended highlights and get refreshed on what happened. But let's support the group. Let's not get pulled into the low vibration. These players aren't good enough. They're not as good as past teams. We know they're working towards something. We know that they're improving, that they're growing, right? The same way we want to give time to Savino. It's his second season. Let's do that for the players as they develop. The Revo goes, bye-bye, Xavi. Nah. Real Madrid can't. Nah. That's booze. I don't care that you're Real Madrid. You can't. First year manager trying to do, or trying to not reinvent, but just he's trying to change things in his way. Take some time. Losing the city is also not a reason to be bye-bye Xabi. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, Liverpool fans, I'm sure Liverpool fans want Xabi again. And they're just going to turn on Xabi the way they turned on Slot. There's no loyalty out here. It's crazy. What am I going to say? Yeah, so I'm going to post. I'm not sure if I did this last time, and I'm not sure if it helped, but I want to do this. Let me copy this. Let me put this in the chat. Y'all let me know if it actually helps with regards to the next shows. Dre P said, sometimes, the notifications aren't doing me any favors at all. Aren't doing me any favors. If you click on that, I don't know if it takes you out of this video, but you see it in the comments when this show shuts down. Please show some love. Go hit the notify on the next vid, because I'm going to do a match reaction after the Crystal Palace game. I'm going to do a show. Ooh, I should have had this ready. I'm going to do a show, Why Always Me. All right? Why Always Me is going to kick off. So be a part of that. Why Always Me. I'm going to have a series of topics to discuss. I'm going to let me tell you this right now. Let me do this right now. This is the beauty about this. Let me take this. You know what? This is actually pretty good. Let me do this. Oh, I didn't like how I did that. Let me do this. This is better.
Vator games.
That's better. These, if you missed it, previously on Vator Games TV, on Why Always Me, this is what I discussed. Holland's 100 goals, Foden 5 for 5, Doku, Shirky, Reinders, Nico G, O'Reilly, the next up, the next gen, the next series of winners. I also talked about attack versus defense, right? The big conversation. City's attack, Arsenal defense. Which one's going to be the best to win the league? No Rodri, us just getting mentally prepared. No Rodri, all right? And I had to say thank you to Arsenal and Chelsea. Thank you, Arsenal, for dropping points. That was absolutely great. And the Liverpool winning balance. They found a balance to not be losing the way they did, and it involved dropping Mo Salah, which resulted in a lot of drama, which I'm going to discuss on my next show. So previously on Vader Games TV, I discussed that. On the next Vader Games TV, Why Always Me, I'm going to address a few things that have now sparked up and evolved from these past conversations. So please be a part of that.
Vator games.
Bless and love to each and every one of you. Let me see what's happening here. Sam is reminding you guys, hit the like. I'm not even in the studio, but please, if the number of you watching should be the number of you likes, please, so do that. Do the damn thing. And my gal goes, Vader, this this is my happy place. A positive energy, no toxicity. I have to say, what an amazing, everyone in the chat, amazing. Like, I'm in here ready to have the convo, and it's like, oh, we're vibing. It's not one of those like, and we can even have difference of opinion, but we're vibing, we're respectful. It's my safe place as well, Rose. I appreciate that, my gal. Blue goes, switch all in the bell. Yeah, there you go. Blue's telling you, notifications, put it to the bell. Like all notifications, do what my man said. Appreciate that, Blue. Good looking out. And Sam's reminding everybody, listen, this is a dub stream right now, so good looking out with it. This is a press conference. I broke it down for you. Manchester City with a key win versus Real Madrid. We get to talk. We can talk crazy now. We can talk crazy, screw face and everything, being like, y'all can't talk to us, Real Madrid. But we're even. We're even when it comes to this head-to-head. 5 wins, 5 losses, 5 draws. We even. Relax with your talk. Talk down to those others. Talk down to others. Us, we even Steven. We respect it. So enjoy. I'm Vator Games. A match reaction after the Champions League UCL match. I'm going to sign off, and please catch me on the next one. I'm Vator Games, and I'm out.